Welcome back to Whispers from the Walls. Tonight, we're doing something a little different, aren't we? We're going to glide straight into the heart of American music. But we're stepping away from the guitars, the harmony lines, the hotel rooms, and the headlines.
Yeah, we're actually turning toward a different kind of influence, aren't we? The kind that's often overlooked, but absolutely foundational. We're talking about the women who shaped the men who shaped the Eagles.
Exactly. Before they were icons, before they were shot through the sky by radio stations and record labels, they were just 5 boys, sitting at kitchen tables, listening to the quiet, steady influence of their mothers. And that's really where this entire story begins.
It's such a powerful concept when you think about it. You look at Don Henley, Glenn Frey, Joe Walsh, Randy Meisner, and Timothy B. Schmit, and you're really looking at 5 completely different childhoods, stitched into one legendary band. 5 homes, 5 emotional worlds, 5 mothers whose fingerprints are still all over the music we can't help but sing along to.
It's true. And tonight, we want to honor that. Let's start with Hughlene Henley, Don's mother. Texas quiet, Texas steady. She was the soft-spoken anchor in a small town where, let's be honest, nothing came easy.
You can almost see it, can't you? Don growing up watching her work, watching her endure, moving through life with that calm strength. It's the kind of strength he later carried into every reflective lyric he ever wrote.
Absolutely. When you hear the introspection in songs like Desperado or The Heart of the Matter, it's not just poetic flair. You're hearing the emotional DNA she wove into him, long before he ever sat behind a drum kit or picked up a pen to write those iconic lines.
It makes so much sense. That quiet resilience, that deep well of thought. It's so foundational to Henley's songwriting. You don't get that kind of depth and introspection from a chaotic environment without that kind of grounding force present in the early years.
No, you don't. And then you shift gears completely to Nellie Frey, Glenn's mother. Detroit through and through. That just conjures an image, doesn't it?
Oh, totally. Tough, practical, incredibly supportive. The kind of woman who could look at the chaos of the late 60s music scene, all the uncertainty, and still tell her son, go. Try. You've got something.
And that's key. Because Glenn wasn't born with that swagger, was he? He was built confident. And Nellie was the one who mixed the cement. She believed in him before anyone else gave a damn. Before the record deals, before the sold-out stadiums.
Every ounce of that confidence, every moment of showmanship, every time he stepped up to the mic like he belonged there, that's Nellie echoing through him. It's that fierce, unwavering belief from a mother that says you are capable of anything.
It's such a different energy than Hughlene, but just as powerful in shaping their sons. And then we get to Joe Walsh. Oh, Joe. The wild heart of the band, right? You think of the Life's Been Good persona, the playful chaos.
But before the guitars, before the actual chaos, before the stories that became rock history, there was Barbara Walsh, his mother, trying to hold down a world that didn't always hold together for her son. Joe's childhood wasn't easy, we know that.
There were fractures, storms, losses. Barbara did everything she could to protect him inside a life that didn't offer much protection. And you hear that survival in his music. That raw vulnerability behind all the humor. That ache sitting right underneath the bravado, you know?
It's so profound, isn't it? Joe's mother wasn't perfect, no parent is. But she fought for him, and in her own way she saved him more than once. That resilience, that ability to find light amid struggle, that's her influence shining through the wildness.
You can absolutely feel it. It's a depth that transcends just a good guitar riff. Now moving to Randy Meisner, who was really the soul of sweetness in the early Eagles. His mother, Emily, brought tenderness into a Nebraska childhood that could be hard and unforgiving.
She was soft where the world was sharp. I love that description. She gave him gentleness in a place where boys were often told not to feel too much, not to express that softer side.
And you can hear her in his voice. Every fragile note, every emotional peak, every moment he sounded like a heart with wings. When Randy stepped up to sing Take It to the Limit, that wasn't just a vocal performance. It was a boy raised by a gentle mother, reaching for something higher than the world expected from him.
It really is. That unique quality in his voice, that soaring vulnerability. It's not something you can manufacture. It's nurtured. It speaks to a deep sense of security and permission to be emotionally open, even in a tough environment. Emily gave him that permission.
What a beautiful legacy. And finally, Timothy B. Schmit, the quiet force, the steady heart. His mother, Betty Schmit, supported his music long before it made any sense as a career, before it was cool or viable.
She gave him calm, she gave him patience. She gave him the kind of grounded love that let him walk into a band as explosive as the Eagles and somehow stay centered through all of it. That's a remarkable feat, honestly.
Think about it. In a band known for its powerful personalities, Timothy brought a different kind of strength. His harmonies, that softness, that ease, that's Betty's influence coming through in every note, the glue that held it all together, quietly.
It's the unsung hero quality. That steady, unwavering support allows someone to be the consistent force, the harmonizer, the one who brings balance without needing the spotlight. It speaks volumes about the kind of environment Betty created for him.
It truly does. And what ties all these women together isn't fame or glamour, it's something far more profound.
It's grit, love, sacrifice. The invisible work of raising boys who would one day write songs the whole world would claim as their own. It's the stuff that happens behind closed doors, at the kitchen table, you know?
When the Eagles sang together, their voices blended into something unmistakable, something so uniquely theirs. But behind that blend, behind the harmony people still argue is the greatest in American rock, you can feel the earliest echoes of five mothers humming quietly through their sons.
It's incredible, isn't it? These women never stood in the spotlight. They never stood on stage. But their love, their strength, even their mistakes, their hopes, their fears, all of it shaped the emotional backbone of a band that defined a generation. It's a testament to the power of parental influence, especially from mothers, to imprint something so deeply.
And tonight, we honor them. We honor Hughlene, Nellie, Barbara, Emily, and Betty. For every quiet word, every encouraging glance, every fight for their sons, and every ounce of love they poured into making these men who they became.
It really makes you think about all the unsung heroes in our own lives, doesn't it? The people whose quiet influence often goes unrecognized, but without whom we wouldn't be who we are.
Absolutely. It brings a whole new layer of appreciation for those classic Eagles songs, knowing a little more about the roots that fed into that magnificent sound.
It's a powerful reminder that true legends are often forged not just in bright lights, but in the quiet, steady strength of home.
Thanks for stepping into this story with us. If this episode pulled you into the roots beneath the music, make sure you're following Whispers from the Wallses so you don't miss the next legend we bring out of the shadows. Share this with someone who loves the Eagles, or with someone who loves stories of how we truly become who we are.
We'll be here next time, waiting in the quiet, ready to open another door. Until then, keep listening to what the walls remember.